Andy, did we need that performance today?
100%. We've had two very poor performances, and then I said to the boys before the game that I'm not so fussed about what the result is. We just need a performance to get a bit of momentum going into the Vars game next week. So really pleased that they've got that performance. We've got a point. People might think we're getting a bit carried away, but I think we've just taken a point against the best team in this league, in my opinion. So I'm really, really pleased with that. I'm also borderline fuming still because of the last two performances. How we can go from Glebe to the VCD and the Kennington performances to then back to that today is so frustrating. But
do you have an answer for that at all?
I just think it's obviously we've changed a few players today. We've been able to bring a couple in. I think they've made a difference. I think the mentality, the way that we approached it, was a lot better. And I keep saying it, when we're not expected to do anything and there's no pressure on the boys, they seem to perform really well. The bit that's frustrating is that it's the work rate that seems to drop when we don't perform well, which should be a given that is the same every week. But look, I'm not gonna dwell on the frustrations of the last two games. We'll take the positives out of today and take that into the biggest week in the club's history now. So really looking forward to the game ahead.
Today against a very good side, the second half in particular, we really stuck at it. What did you say to the team, and what did you change?
I think from a shape perspective, we kept it the same. That's the way that we have to play. That's what we know we're better that way. We've obviously brought in two new centre halves, both from step 4. Toller's come back into the side, and that's made a massive difference because you're dealing with players that are men and will put their bodies on the line. And I thought all three of them were outstanding in the back three: Ali, Cam, and Toller. I think we've changed up the midfield as well. So Ayo's had a run out, and we've brought Shay in from well in under 23s, and I think those two both done really well. Tank done his normal performance in there as well, so that was decent. And then we've actually shown a bit of quality to go and cause a few problems to them in the second half. Obviously, I've left Manny outside. I don't think his performances have been acceptable for the last couple of weeks. The same for Callum as well, who was left out today. And they've both come on into the game and probably affected it to end up taking us a point. So fair play to them for performing once they entered the pitch. And I think they're the things that make a difference. But players have to realise that we have standards as a management team and as a club. We want to build those standards so that we deliver better football on the pitch. And compete with everyone in this league, and we're more than capable of competing with everyone in this league if we perform like that. As I've said to you many times before, we're also capable of not performing and getting turned over by teams below us in the table. So look, overall, really, really pleased to get a point, a much improved performance, so that's a big positive today.
And the composure Manny showed for his equalising goal today?
Yeah, it was good. He's capable of doing it. He's seen him do it numerous times. He doesn't do it enough for me, which I find frustrating, but he's come on, obviously, he's got the ball under control. He's a lovely strike. I think it may have taken a slight deflection, but it's obviously nestled in the corner. And then just before that, to be fair, the keeper's made a great save from Wale, who's got a shot away from the edge of the box.
Yeah.
And at that point, you think, maybe we could nick it. But to be fair, they've gone and hit the post, I think, right in the last minutes from a set piece, and they could be saying that they walk away with the 3 points. But fortunately, it hit the post, and we've had a little bit of luck there. But I think we probably earned that luck today, so I'll take that all day long. Yeah,
definitely. And now looking ahead, the biggest game in the club's history, as you alluded to earlier.
Yeah. Like I said, it was important to build a bit of momentum going into that. We now play Highworth Town here next week. We get a couple of training sessions in this week, which will be good in preparation for that. And let's see if we can continue this fantastic run that we're having. And there's no reason why we can't. We've shown we can compete with the best teams at this level of football. I expect Highworth to be very similar to what we faced today, to be honest. So let's see if we can get as many people through the door as possible, because that would be a massive plus for the players. And then let's see if we can create a bit more history. And if we can, then it's going to be a fantastic day.
Brilliant. We look forward to it, Andy. Cheers for your time.
Cheers, Nick.